All right, so second year in the league. I know you haven't started training camp yet, but what have been some early just differences from this time last year to now?
I mean, you're a year into it. You kind of know what to expect. And for how long the season seemed last year, hopefully our season's a little bit longer this year. But just getting yourself physically, mentally, emotionally ready for the year, and coming in knowing what to expect from media day, knowing what to expect from training camp tomorrow, and so everything's just a little bit easier your first year.
What did you work on in the offseason after reviewing your rookie campaign?
A lot of finishing in the paint, kind of bulking up in the weight room, finishing through contact, getting different footwork in the paint, working on different finishes, and just really getting better around the rim.
Coach mentioned that, was that the checklist? He mentioned in his end of the season presser that he wanted you to improve scoring inside. Was that something you just talked with them about, and were there some one or two other things that he gave you just to work on?
Yeah, there's been a lot of conversations behind closed doors, and that was definitely one of them. Is just consistently in finishing, and percentage-wise finishing better, and mindset-wise, going and drawing contact, not shying away from contact, finishing through contact, getting strong enough to do that, and but a lot of it for me is a mindset and staying aggressive.
And how did you spend the summer? Were you here in Atlanta a lot? Did you go back up to the Northeast? How did you handle it this year?
Yeah, so really after the season, we were done in April. I was back here last week in April, really here for about 2 months into June, and then went home for a week before flying out to Summer League. I was out at Summer League for about a week and a half, and then went home for about a month and a half, and got back here mid-August, and have been out here ever since.
How helpful has that been? A lot of guys talk about even since early August being here in Atlanta. Has that helped just with camaraderie and just working together before you even start training camp tomorrow?
Yeah, it's exactly as you said it. Just you want your team to be close. You want your team to be used to playing with each other, and with a young team and a new system, a lot of new guys, is simply guys just learning plays and not having a million things to put in tomorrow. And if we've been here the last month, to an extent, our new guys know what we're going to do, how our offense is going to run, and how we want to play.
Expectations the past year or two just been get the young guys on the court, let them go through some growing pains, and we'll see what happens. But now I'm seeing some potential playoff aspirations or wanted to achieve that. Do you feel that as well, and what we have to do just to make that next step, put yourself in postseason contention?
Yeah, we still have a lot of young guys, and so even some like John just turned 22, and I feel like a lot of our guys that hopefully are going to play a lot this year, and guys that we really need to contribute for us are all still young guys, and guys that maybe in the first or second year. Some like DeAndre who's into his fourth, but NBA-wise is really going into his third year with how many games he's played, and so there's a lot of guys that don't have a lot of experience, and so I think we're just kind of going to go through it all together and hopefully come out positive.
And lastly, Daniel Jones with the Giants. Impressions? You're a big I know you're a big Giants guy. Yeah.
It's refreshing, man. Eli was great for us for however many years he was, but it's kind of refreshing seeing someone scramble and get first downs, and it brings you back to early years of Eli, kind of scrambling around, making passes downfield. But it's probably the change we needed.
Yeah.
So I was just talking to Coach about this actually, but how do you guys as a group kind of manage expectations a little bit? Like I know the pressure's kind of starting to mount, like when are you going to kind of try to get that 8 seed, but how do you manage that and make sure you don't kind of put the cart before the horse, so to speak?
Yeah, you just trust your preparation, you trust your work, and so we had a lot of guys in here all summer, and so the expectation of being better for next year, and we know individually if you've gotten better individually, and if we're all here together practicing and playing together, hopefully you get better collectively, and then transitions and it goes into a better season. And so you just trust the preparation that you do, and when people ask you about it, you talk about it. Obviously the playoffs is something that every player wants to get every single year, and whether that's realistic or not, you just got to work towards it.
What kind of potential have you seen out of the rookies so far?
They've been great. We got a lot of talent that came into the building this summer, and so Cam hasn't been able to do as much, but Cam is so talented. He's been talented his whole life. Even back when I played with him on the USA team, is just you could see just the way he played, the different moves he was doing. He's so talented. And DeAndre Hunter, I think, has opened a lot of eyes so far this year. And we didn't know he was so good with the ball. We kind of knew coming into college he was going to have an NBA-ready body.
Right.
He can shoot a little bit. He can really do a little bit of everything. He was a great defender, but he was coming in here and shaking people and showing he can put on the deck. And and go and finish at the rim. And so I think he's exceeded a lot of expectations so far this year. Bruno has an NBA-ready body, and his energy that he brings into the building every single day, and then everyone else that we've gotten over the offseason has been great for us.
Physically, how are you handling this off-season or the training camp? What is your availability? Because we've gotten a note that you're going to have to load management slowly incorporate into the training camp. How are you physically right now?
Structurally, everything I'm fine. I've had tests, I've MRIs. I'm completely healthy. It's just I've had a couple nagging injuries that the reason they're low is to make sure that I'm ready for game one and not ready for August 30th. And so that was kind of the mindset over the past month, was just getting ready for the long haul of the year and not killing my body or not killing my knee when I don't need to have it exactly ready for training camp. And so it's a lot of strengthening work, going through rehab, but it's been getting better, and I've been feeling a lot better as of late.
So should you be available for the season opener in the regular season?
Yeah, that's my mindset right now. Mentally, get my body right to be ready for that.
Kevin, this is kind of an elephant